You never figured on this, did you? Live the life, leave the life, ain't no big thing. He used to talk that shit all the time and he believed it, you know what I'm saying? What's up, baby? Talk that shit now.
You know, you're right. It's kind of hard to be in here right now.
He scare you, don't he?
Man,
He scares me. See, if he did, I could carry it better. Coming up to what we did, you kind of expect that. You're waiting on it. See, the thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once. And how you ain't gonna never be slow, never be late? You can't plan for no shit like this, man. It's life. Yeah. Scares me.
In HBO's The Wire, Avon Barksdale is the head of a powerful West Baltimore drug empire. In a world where violence, betrayal, and ambition are everyday realities, Avon is not just a kingpin because he's ruthless. He survives because he understands timing and discipline. The quote that you're asking about, be a little slow, be a little late, it comes from a conversation here with his nephew D'Angelo Barksdale. So this line, brief as it is, it encapsulates a deep strategic philosophy that Avon operates by. On the surface, Avon is advising someone to slow down. He's warning against being too eager, too quick to react, too fast to move. Being a little slow and a little late, it might, to an impulsive mind, sound like a weakness. But in Avon's world, it's actually a strength. And be a little slow, be a little late. It's also about deliberate caution. Because in a dangerous drug trade of Baltimore, moving too quickly means acting emotionally instead of rationally. Jumping at every opportunity makes you predictable, reckless, and vulnerable to mistakes. And coming in a little late allows you to see how the situation unfolds, how others behave, and where the real opportunities or the dangers lie. And it lets others expose themselves first, their plans, their ambitions, and their weaknesses. In other words, patience is protection. Even though Avon is often compared to more corporate minded characters like Stringer Bell, who is a second in command of the Barksdale organization who wants to legitimize their business, Avon represents a street savvy, instinctual tactician because he understands four things. Number one, the street rewards survivors, not sprinters, because you don't win by rushing, you win by enduring. Number two, information is power. By being a little late, you gather more information before you act. Number three, you don't show your hand first because acting slower keeps your intentions hidden longer. And number four, let others burn themselves out because rivals who are hasty, they will make mistakes that you can exploit. So, what I will do here first and foremost is show you a few clips here overall to really describe pretty much the opposite of Avon's be a little slow, be a little late. Because in season 3, there are some moments and some scenes in the show overall that do show pretty much contrasting, pretty much showing the complete opposites of Avon's way. Because in season 3, he actually overall takes the more opposite approach than usually than he did in season 1. So I will play those clips here real quick. So we're gonna explain each clip as we go over and explain. So let's go right on ahead and talk about this first clip that I'll show you here. Take a look at this.
He start the Black Donnie.
Okay, spit it out, man. Listen, stop fucking double talking me.
Black Donnie say he ain't having any of it. Say Brother Muzon put a hex on all of us.
What about Peacock?
Peacock went and hired out with some Dominicans.
What about Eggy Mule?
And Eggy locked up, caught a nickel with the feds for a pistol.
What about Shorty Boy?
Shorty Boy went and cleaned his old act up. Yeah, I know. Fucked us all up.
What we got?
The soldier you sent at us, Cutty, he gonna work out. But the rest of them dudes, no.
All right, listen, big man. You about to earn your fucking keep around here right now. You go out, you get Cutty, and get the best of the rest, and you put a hurting on Marlo. I want my corners.
So in this scene right here, as you just saw, Avon, he's in full war mode. The streets are bleeding, bodies are dropping, and Marlo's crew is holding strong. Now, Avon, with a calm but chilling intensity, he asks Slim Charles here if there are still men out there, willing to ride, to fight, and die to reclaim territory. And this moment here reveals Avon's obsession with dominance and his deep fear of losing his reputation because he's no longer taking the time to think, to plan or weigh his options because he's moving fast, moving aggressive, and at the same time, he's also more reckless. So, contrasting this in season one, this is once again the complete opposite of the calm wisdom he gave to D'Angelo, where he told him to be patient, to play the long game, and overall to avoid heat. Avon, he once, had once valued strategy, calculated moves, and long term survival. Now, in this case, he's impulsive, he's driven by ego, and he's risking it all to prove a point. And now we'll move on to the next scene here.
Two of our people chalked and we ain't got shit to show for it. Man, police gonna be real heavy on this, man. I say we slow down, take our time to build our muscle. No, I ain't got no more motherfucking time, man. When the work hard, this boy Marlo punking me, what am I look like? I'm gonna go do this shit my damn self. Nah, man, you just this minute got home. Your name come up in a murder beef, man, they gonna pull your parole. Let me take care of this.
We was thinking, man, me and Cutty, you know what I'm saying? We can hit them ourselves, man. That way, won't be no fuck-ups.
Look, you two niggas get on it, man. And get it right. See, I say had to be handled, man. The game is the fucking game.
So after a failed attempt to take out Marlo's crew, Avon goes off on Slim and Cutty. See, Cutty, he was supposed to make a call when Marlo's people had showed up, but Slim's men jumped the gun and they botched the hit. Now Avon, he's furious, not just because the job had failed, but because they didn't move fast enough or precisely enough for him. Because right here, he's focused on action, immediacy, and results, not caution or reflection. And if you're probably wondering, the botched hit. Now, that right there, I'll show you this. Take a look at this scene.
We should wait for the call. Man, what if that crew got lookout?
Motherfucker, if we waited to be all over time, we get there. Man, plus, look, man, I'm saying, how's that gonna play with Avon, man? They taking all the credit. They're gonna have motherfucking name, man. I say we take him.
We should wait for the call.
Man, we wait, he gonna get away, man. No. Didn't I say something about waiting for a fucking phone call?
So, and once again, this clashes here. So, as you saw that right there earlier, so that's the botched hit that Avon overall was furious about. So once again, this clashes with his earlier mantra in season one, the advice he gave to D'Angelo that came from a place of patience and experience. See, he understood the cost of moving too quickly in the game, but now he's pressing his team to strike harder and faster, regardless of the fallout. He's forgotten the wisdom of being a little late. Now he demands that they be right on time, even if that means killing sloppily. So both of these scenes reflect Avon's unraveling, emotionally, strategically, and philosophically. So this war with Marlo has made him forget his own code because he's no longer the careful tactician who told a younger D'Angelo to slow down and survive. Instead, he's become what he once warned against, a man who moves too fast and burns too hot. Because his shift from patience to pride is part of what ultimately leads to his downfall. And on top of that, when Marlo Stanfield, when he begins rising later in the show, now Avon's old philosophy would have said to don't confront Marlo immediately. Let him move, let him expose his playbook, and strike when the time is right, not when your ego demands it. Now, of course, in season 3, Avon pretty much does the complete opposite of this. So pretty much for the time that Avon is gone, so at the end of season 3, he is arrested once again because obviously Stringer Bell, his second in command, had turned on him, pretty much snitched on him. And also throughout the remainder of season 4, Avon is behind bars. He's not seen for the entirety of season 4 until in season 5, episode 2, he actually makes his appearance once again. So I will play another scene here, and this scene overall is actually the meeting between both Avon and Marlo Stanfield both. And overall, in this one scene here, it actually overall, even though it's season 5, and overall we did see Avon make plenty of mistakes in season 3, more likely enough. Overall, in season 5, this interaction between the two overall actually represents Avon's old philosophy of be a little slow, be a little late, pretty well. So let's check the scene out here real quick.
Surprise. My man Sergey thought we should talk first. Talk about what? That's on you, young. Whatever business you trying to do through the Russian, you gotta go through me first.
Yeah?
Yeah, cause up in this bitch here, I'm what you might consider an authority figure. You know, everybody gotta get my help or ask my advice, like on all kinds of shit. Sergey stepped to me the other day saying this nigga Marlo, who you don't even know, just be sending him cash money to get on his visiting list. So then he asked me if I knew Marlo. I tell him, hell yeah, I know Marlo real well. You know? Over West Side, everybody know everybody, right? Let me help you find your tongue. You trying to get to the Russian so you can get a line to his people. You trying to get to the Greek motherfuckers because if you can, you want to cut Proposition Joe and all them other East Side bitches out to connect. I mean, you a natural businessman, right? But this is the thing, though, and I mean, you know, I'm with you on all that as far as it goes. You know, West Side definitely need to stick together. You know what I mean? And all the fuss about you coming at me, I say let bygones be bygones, but fuck all them East Side bitches. That's just the way I feel about it. I got nothing but love in my heart for West Side niggas, nothing but love. Of course, I mean, you know, I got to have my taste too.
Figured that.
So send my sister 100 large, and the next time you come to Jessup, it won't be my girl talking at you. My word on that.
100 large, huh?
So what's up, man? What's up with you otherwise, you know?
The game's a game.
Always.
So, in this episode, this scene right here between Avon and Marlo, it is brief, but it is deeply symbolic. It's really more of like a passing of the torch between two kings with radically different styles. And it also acts as a moment of philosophical reflection for Avon. So, you see, in this scene, Avon, he doesn't challenge Marlo or even flex his old reputation. Instead, he watches, he calculates, and then he agrees with a smile, but not without purpose. And this, once again, it reflects a deep echo of Avon's earlier wisdom from season 1, advising D'Angelo, be a little slow, be a little late. It was a philosophy rooted in strategic patience. And even if Avon often portrayed it himself when his pride got in the way, of course, in season 3, when he pushed aggressively to reclaim territory from Marlo, despite people like Stringer Bell, his second in command, urging restraint. So that recklessness, it cost him soldiers, it exposed his organization, and ultimately contributed to his downfall. But here, he's locked up and he's removed from the corners. And Avon, he's matured. Because in this quiet exchange with Marlo, he shows that he understands the long game now. He doesn't confront Marlo. He doesn't even try to reassert dominance, even though he clearly sizes him up here in this scene. He lets Marlo move. He lets him reveal his play. And Avon, he facilitates the meeting, taking Marlo's money, but the real currency exchange is the power and understanding between the two, because this restraint is a callback to what his younger self knew but couldn't always practice. Because power isn't always about immediate force, it's about timing. In the moment in the prison, the visiting room, it's less about the criminal transactions and more about Avon's growth. Though Marlo, he thinks he's buying access, but it's Avon who's quietly taking the upper hand by acting deliberately. Once again, a little slow, a little late. So, in this way, it reflects the ghost of Avon's original philosophy, contrasted with the cold, prideful ambition of Marlo Stanfield. Where Marlo, he represents pure ego and domination, and Avon, he has become something different, a man who knows the cost of ego, and finally, the value of patience. So, be a little slow, be a little late. It also mirrors a larger truth for life in poor, high risk environments like West Baltimore. So caution is survival, because moving without thought, whether on the streets, with police, or with enemies, it can cost you your life. And pride, pride kills, because many characters in The Wire act on pride and they die because of it. So Avon's advice actually warns against letting emotions dictate your pace. Psychologically, Avon's quote shows that he views life as a long game, not a series of short wins. So compare that to other characters overall who, of course, have gone down the same route, and overall, a lot of things necessarily were not good to these characters. A lot of the things that happened to them were not good at all whatsoever. So, for example, let's take a look at Stringer Bell, for example, here. So Stringer Bell, he thinks like a businessman, but he often forgets that on the streets, timing isn't just about profits; it's about survival. See, Stringer, ironically, he's the one who moves too quickly into legitimate business and underestimates the danger around him.
Funny about that? Because I look in the paper and I see all these federal grants coming down, but nothing for B&B.
You're expecting what?
Payout. A big payout for what we put in, man. Federal dollars on them Howard Street rehabs.
You gave money up front?
$250,000, yup.
To Clay Davis.
How you know? What you said? He's running game? Nah, hell no, he ain't that crazy.
Let me guess. He told you about the faucet. Or was it the goose that laid the golden egg? You ever actually meet the man? Did you ever actually see any of your cash reach anyone in authority?
Yeah, I met the guy at the federal building. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah? What office?
He came down to the lobby.
He rain made you. A guy says if you pay him, he can make it rain. You pay him. If and when it rains, he takes the credit. If and when it doesn't, he finds reasons for you to pay him more. Clay Davis rain made you.
No, man, he got them building permits in no time at all, man. I mean, we bribing these motherfuckers. He got the city contractors' money back.
How much?
$35,000 so far.
On $250,000 you gave him.
For bribing the motherfuckers.
There are no bribes. You really think a state senator is going to risk his salary and his position by walking into a federal office with a briefcase full of drug money?
I seen Chunky Coates.
Chunky Coates gets his grant money same way everyone does. He fills out applications, he makes sure the plans meet spec, then he prays like hell. This is an old game in this town. And Clay Davis, that Gonoff was born with his head in someone's pocket. Just wish you'd run it by me sooner.
And then we have Marlo Stanfield. See, Marlo, he embodies a cold, emotionless patience, a newer, deadlier version of what Avon's advice suggests. Marlo plays slow, silent, and strikes ruthlessly.
No need for that.
You ain't come to see me off. My nephew. Boy was always a disappointment. But I treated you like a son.
I wasn't made to play the son.
But my supply, the good dope.
The Greeks, they cool with it.
Proposition then. I'll just step out the way. You'll never hear from me again. I'll just disappear.
Joe, you'll be up in the mischief in no time. Truth is, you won't be able to change up any more than me. Close your eyes. It won't hurt none. There now. Joe, relax. Breathe easy.
And then we have D'Angelo Barksdale, who is Avon's nephew, and he struggles with this advice. So his emotional nature, it makes him want to act faster than he should, which of course leads to vulnerabilities.
It wasn't me who fucked up.
Oh, really? So who did? Why the fuck are we here?
Listen, all you need to do is keep your head through the bail hearing. Got a good shot at bringing you home here.
Then what? You gonna take the weight for all the shit in the trunk of that car? Where's Wallace at? Where's the boy, String?
D'Angelo, shut your mouth.
Where's Wallace? That's all I want to know.
Kid, you better think.
Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh? String! String! Look at me! Look at me! Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh? I don't want this Payless wearing motherfucker representing me. I'm gonna get my own man, all right? So just get back in your car and get the fuck back down south.
All right, you stupid motherfucker. You made the decision.
Yeah, I made my decision. Where's Wallace at? Where the fuck is Wallace? Where's Wallace, String? String! Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh?
So in a larger sense, Avon's quote can be applied outside of The Wire. So in war, politics, business, and life, the one who moves carefully, who doesn't rush, who lets others reveal themselves, often wins. And it also echoes Sun Tzu's art of war. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. And it also reflects ancient wisdom that hasty action often leads to disaster, and that real power is quiet, watchful, and restrained until the right moment. Be a little slow, be a little late. It's Avon's street hardened version of strategic patience. It's a core survival tactic disguised as as casual advice. In the brutal, intricate ecosystem of The Wire, it separates those who live long enough to learn the next lesson from those who die young because they moved too fast. It's not weakness, it's the wisdom of a king who knows that in a war of predators, the one who strikes last and strikes best survives.